Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm looking at Sui and I will be going through some of the very important update about Sui and why it has been doing awesome. As you can see, it is already up 12% today, so there are a lot of reasons. So the first and foremost, the biggest one is actually USDC actually is coming to Sui. So that means Sui's DeFi is going to increase even more, and that is one of the reasons why Sui is actually up today, and this is actually a biggest one. So I think this is a pretty bullish news for Sui. So beside that, Sui did have a pretty big one. So Sui powering 3D OS 3D printing network. So basically Sui is actually getting into adoption for printing as well, so that's pretty good, I think. And another thing that Sui had was actually a USD stablecoin now live on Sui, so that's another big achievement for Sui DeFi. Overall, I think Sui DeFi is actually increasing rapidly. We will actually cover its TVL, but first let's look at some of the other news. So beside that, Sui does have a lot of events coming up as well. As you can see here, we have we have on the September 17th, as you can see, as well as on 18th, as you can see, and I think they do have some events in October, so that's pretty good overall for the Sui. And Sui does have something going on for their gaming as well. As you can see, this is a Sui product, which is basically Sui Play OX1. So it does cost a lot, but basically I think the games that are going to be here will be Sui's ecosystem game, so that is a pretty big move coming up from the Sui. So basically Sui blockchain is getting itself into hardware components as well, so I think that's pretty awesome. Of course it does cost a lot, but the pre-order will actually include soulbound NFT accounts, so I think that's pretty good for the users, but I'm not sure how it will actually perform because there is Steam Deck, even Nintendo, so there are a lot of options beside that. So I'm actually a bit hesitant on the user base, but we'll have to wait and see once it does come out. So beside that, there are a lot of pretty interesting news actually on the Sui as well, as you can see here. So they did announce Sui Play 0x1 on September 2nd, so that's pretty good one. And beside that, okay, so let's just see if we have anything interesting. Okay, so we don't have anything interesting, but these are pretty big news coming up in September, and I think that all of them are pretty bullish for the Sui overall. So looking at Sui's DeFi, as you can see here, it has been doing extremely well. So if you just look here, it did actually ended up hitting 400 million in August, but in just 1 month it is up actually 300 million, so that is big. And if you look at overall DeFi has been going down, so that means Sui is actually outperforming the market, so that's, I think, pretty massive for the Sui. And if you look at its ecosystem, most of the projects in the ecosystem are actually up, so I think that is pretty big one. So I think this is a massive success for Sui. So overall I think that's pretty good one for Sui. And if you look at the biggest one, it does have over 227 or over 270 million TVL, so that is a lot. And beside that, if we do look at Sui's transactions, another thing, in the last 3 months it has seen a lot of growth, as you can see, and these are the total checkpoints. And if you just move here, if you look at number of new coins, so these have gone up significantly, so that means we have a lot of new coin launching on the Sui, so that's pretty good, I would say. As for NFTs, they have been doing not that good, but still I think this is a pretty good one. And if you look at the new accounts, they have gone up significantly as well, so that's pretty good. And even the active accounts have gone up, so that is a lot as well. And the validators count have gone up by 2, so I would say that's pretty good as well. and the average fees have gone down, so that's pretty good. I think overall Sui has been doing pretty good, so I think this all of it seems to be pretty bullish for the Sui, but there are some issues. We'll just discuss that in a second. And so we did actually had a lot of transactions on September 14th, as you can see here. So for the problem with the Sui is actually its token supply. So as of now, Sui is actually getting, I think it is a monthly release, I believe. Yes, it is a monthly release. And if you look here, there are series A investors, we have series B investors. So that means series A investors will receive around 700 million Sui tokens, whereas series B again somewhere around 700 million. So that is a lot, and as of now they are getting their tokens on a monthly schedule, as you can see. And as of now they have only received some, almost I would series A have received most of the coin, but series B have only received half of it. So that could be the problem. That means we will probably see a sell pressure slowly building up, but that is one thing you have to keep in mind for the Sui. And if you look at Sui's biggest competition, which is actually Aptos is not doing that well. Of course its TVL has been stable, but if you look at, and if you especially compare it with Sui, it has been doing that not good. And as for the Sui did come out in 2023, whereas Aptos came out I think in 2022. So comparatively I think Sui is doing a lot better. And if you look at the total market cap of the Sui and the Aptos, Sui is actually doing pretty good. So overall I think the Sui seems to be the most popular option, and beside actually beating the Aptos. So overall I think that's pretty good for the Sui. So as of now, if you look here, just a second. So if you just look here, this setup is actually from my previous video, and most of the entries have been actually done. So that's I think pretty good. And as of now Sui is actually at the crucial resistance. So if you just look here, if we do end up breaking out from this resistance, I think we are going to hit 1.44, but this is a significantly high resistance, and that is one of the reasons why as of now it has gone down. But I think it will most likely end up breaking out from here, and if it does, I think we are going over 1.44. and if the BTC does go down as of now, I think we could be actually going towards, or I think there's a pretty massive chance that if the BTC does go below or even somewhere near 50k, I think we are most likely going to hit 75 cent or even lower than that. So that is something you have to keep that in mind. So this was it. I hope you liked the video. I will be back with more. Thanks for watching.